was the night before Emerald City Comic Con. I am here with you guys to show off some cool comics before I head off for a string of conventions, and I'm looking forward to spending tonight with you. Let's get going. You're watching Kickin It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Copeland. It's great to be here with you guys tonight. Today is sort of like the beginning. This is the beginning of a very long, like a consecutive run of shows. Probably, I guess I'm pretty used to doing a run like this. 4 conventions in a row, starting with Emerald City Comic Con, followed by Fan Expo Cleveland, Fan Expo in Orlando, which is MegaCon, and then finally in C2E2. So I am leaving very early tomorrow on a flight to Seattle so that I can set up for the show, and then it's off to the races as of Thursday morning. Now, for those of you guys who pre-ordered the Yisun Shin Hunter and Destroyer 3 variant for Emerald City Comic Con, your books are in Seattle already. They've been received, and we're going to get them signed for you. And then I will bring them back with me, and then I will ship everything out for you guys next Tuesday. If you have claims for me from last week, I did not do invoicing yet. I'll actually be doing invoicing after tonight's show, just so we're all caught up after tonight. So if you guys want to add anything to your boxes, you can do that tonight. And then we'll be ready to go from there. And I just received another cover today. Jay, did you see that I sent you a message on Facebook? Did you get that?
I didn't, but I will go check right now.
Can you download it for me too and get ready to share it here? So a couple hours ago, I wasn't expecting for this tonight, but I just realized something as I was kind of getting ready to do the show today that we're gonna need to go back to press on Hunter and Destroyer 3 for the next 2 variant exclusives that we're going to be doing. One is for Cleveland, and the other one is for Orlando. Now, both of these covers are going to be identical. So I'm going to give you guys a chance tonight, if anybody is interested, to pre-order the book. It is going to feature a cover by Fabrice Sapolsky, and I was not expecting to get this cover today. I just got it right now. I literally have to put everything together and send it off to the press because send it off to press, not the press. Send it off to press because I need it by next week so that I can ship everything out. It's a lot of logistics kind of happening at once here. So Jay is going to show this cover in a moment, and it is fully illustrated by Fabrice Sapolsky. I would have put it in my newsletter. I would have promoted it. I would have prepared for today, but unfortunately, I just got this cover like a couple hours ago, and I am going to have to go to press with it this week. So if anybody is interested or missed out on the opportunity to get the Fang cover, you can jump on the Fabrice cover, or if you want both of those covers, you can do that as well. If you can't, if you can't get them now, don't worry. We're going to have these covers available on Kickstarter as well. We're going to be doing some minor changes to those covers, like we're just going to change the background color, but we'll have them there. So this is Fabrice's cover here for Hunter and Destroyer 3, and I think he did a really fantastic job. Showcasing Chuksin and doing some cool stuff for us. And the first time he's done a Yisun Shin cover with me before. So really looking forward to putting this out there. Now, this is going to have a much more limited print run. So for Fang's cover, we did 100. This one is going to get 60 for MegaCon and 30 for Cleveland. If you guys are interested, you can pre-order it right now. I'm going to allow for 10 slots for pre-order, and we're going to do them each for 15 a pop. I'll probably make a post tomorrow at some point when I get a chance, just so I can, give some other people who didn't have a chance to jump on tonight. But it's still Hunter and Destroyer 3, $15. It's a 24-page book. It is the 11th issue of Yisun Shin. And if you're interested in pre-ordering Fabrice's cover, He will sign it for you. And this is just for the pre-orders only. So if you buy this at the cons, the only way you can get Fabrice to sign it for you is if you go to his booth and ask him to, and pick something up from him as well. And that's kind of the case with Fang as well. In order to get her to sign the books for you, it'll be the same deal. So totally unexpected. I was not prepared today. So I know some of you guys may not be prepared. Some of you guys have, or actually all of you guys have not even received Hunter and Destroyer 3 yet. So why would you want to pre-order this when you haven't even gotten the first book yet? Totally understandable. Just letting you know. I promise you, I have a very good track record of getting back to you guys and making sure that people get the things that they want. So if you do get this book, it'll be shipped out after the 24th. So on March 24th is when your books will be shipped out, but they will come to you double signed by both me and Fabrice, and we'll give you guys a couple chances to jump on it at any point today. Again, I didn't promote this because I just got the cover like literally 2 hours ago. So, but I'm very happy with it, and I'm very glad to share it with you guys tonight. And this there's just so much going on right now that I'm sort of like glad that I can put a pin in stuff and show you guys some cool Yi stuff before I head out of town. All right. Well, anyway, we got a full room here, so let's get going. Let me answer some of these comments here. When's the show in Cleveland? So Cleveland is next weekend. So I'm going to be in Cleveland from the 13th to the 15th. And then the following weekend is going to be MegaCon. So, yeah, that cover is great. Fabrice did a phenomenal job with it. I'm really happy with it. And, he's very proud of it. And, he's very confident we're going to sell a lot of copies. But it's going for $15. Again, you guys can pre-order it right now. We're doing a much more tight print run on that. So we're only going to print 30 for Cleveland, 60 for MegaCon. I'm leaving 10 slots open. The 10 slots, you can have whichever version you want. You could say, Onrie, I want a Cleveland. Onrie, I want a MegaCon. Whatever you want, just let me know. So we'll get going. As always, shows deals are always the same. You spend $25 with me, you're going to get in the wheel. You spend $50 with me, and as long as you're located within the U.S., I will hook you up with free shipping on your order. So let's get going. First book of the night is Brian Pulido's Gypsy, #1 from Avatar Press. This is going to go for just $3 tonight. $3 on Gypsy #1. It's actually a preview, so it's actually, what is it? An ash can. That's actually worth more because that's like technically a first appearance. Guar Orgasmageddon #4 is going to go for $3 as well. Did you know that Guar, the band, the metal band, made a comic? Well, they did. It's right here. Orgasmageddon #4. And Dynamite published it. I have Negan Lives. Walking Dead, Negan Lives. This is a one-shot about Negan, and it is going to go for just $3. It is written by Robert Kirkman and illustrated by Charlie Adlard. $3 on this. 3 dull hairs. Black Panther #1. This is the run that kicks off Ta-Nehisi Coates and Brian Stelfreeze's run on Black Panther. That's going to go for $3 as well. I have Phoenix Resurrection #1. We got a cool lenticular cover here. This is going to go for just $3. $3 on this. Silk #1 is going to go for $3. Silk #1 at $3. Something is Killing the Children #21 is going to go for $3. For Something is Killing the Children #21. Harley Quinn #1, we got an eBass variant cover here. That's going to go for $3. Cheetah #1. Oh, sorry, Chitara. Sorry, not Cheetah. I was thinking Cheetos. Do you think that like when she like gives someone a high five, she gives them Cheeto fingers? Chitara fingers? Yeah, yay, nay, silence. I could just hear the tumbleweeds. $3 on Chitara #1. Some could say that joke was cheatarded. Huh?
Hell.
Hey. Okay. Alligator Loki, number 1, is going to go for $3. It's Alligator Loki. Womp, womp. Number 1, it's going for $3. Amazing Spider-Man, number 1. This is actually the beginning of Nick Spencer and Ryan Otley's run. This is legacy number 802, and it is going to go for just $10 tonight. $10 on Amazing Spider-Man 802. Daredevil, number 310. We got Calypso making an appearance here. This is going to go for $3. America, number 1. This is the Coast to Coast Comic-Con variant. Was a $125 book. I'm going to do it now for just $10. And then I have Skybreaker, number 1. This is the second printing, and this is going to go for $5 for Skybreaker, number 1, second printing. This has been a really great series. Robert Kirkman and David Finch on this. If you didn't have a chance to grab this, highly recommend jumping on it. It's really, really good stuff.
While that's a cool title too, it's Skin Breaker.
What was it? What did I call it?
You called it Skybreaker.
Skin Breaker.
It's Skin Breaker, but that's a cool title too.
No,
Skybreaker.
Skin Breaker is much, much better. Just kind of shows you guys. I thought Cheatarded was way better than Chitara, but like no one else liked it, you know. I don't know. Did I like it? Am I digging it? Jay, give me the shovel.
You're gonna need like a backhoe or something at this point, man.
Yeah, it's getting bad. All right. So those are the bottom row books. Let me show you the top stuff. That is number 1 on Skybreaker. That is the Skin Breaker. Skin Breaker number 1. That is the second printing, cover A. And I'm doing it for just $5 today. So it's $5. Basically, here was the deal. I went to get Skin Breaker back in October because everybody was talking about how great it was. I went to the comic shop. They were out of the first printing of it. So I got issue 2 and the second printing of issue 1. And then I went online and I bought the first printing of issue 1. But this is the second printing. I'm just selling it at cover price because I bought it to read it so that I could read issue 2. And now I'm just passing it on to everybody else. I'm not marking it up. It's just cover price for Skin Breaker, number 1, second printing. Not Skybreaker, Skin Breaker. And I'm correcting myself here. And then Zach says, I thought I heard wrong, but I'm glad I'm not having a stroke. No, you're not. All right. And then I showed you guys America. All right. Now, I also have Spawn Kills Every Spawn, the entire series here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. It's a 5-issue run. We got the whole thing right here. Here's what's really cool about this. The guy who colored this, he's actually colored all the variant covers for Warline for me, which is really cool. And he is a phenomenal colorist. And then you got Jonathan Lehman, who created Chew and has written a whole bunch of stuff. He's writing this. And I am not familiar with the artist, but it's got a cool art style. And it's like Deadpool kills the entire Marvel universe, but it's with Spawn. So we're going to do all of this today for just, they're all $3 a pop. So it'd be 15. How about we do it all for 10? You get this whole stack here for just $10. And then which issue was Guar was 4? Guar was issue number 4. Spawn Kills Every Spawn is going to go for 10. All 5 issues. You don't got to hunt anything down. And then I have Venom the Madness, where Venom fights Juggernaut. Got the whole series right here. And if you want to grab that, it is going to go for $15. 15 on that. Okay, we got a claim on Guar. Thank you, Brandon. Roberto, how you doing, brother? I'm glad you showed up because I got to remember to bring your stuff. And guys, I want everybody to give Roberto here some gratitude because he received all the books that I shipped out for Emerald City Comic Con, including the Hunter and Destroyer books that you guys pre-ordered. So they're all safely in Roberto's possession right now, and he'll make sure that I get them all tomorrow. And he's picking me up from the airport and taking me to the convention and everything. So, yeah. All right. We also got a claim on the Spawn Kills run. Thank you, Chris. I got you on that. All right. So I'll make a note of that. And then Guar got claimed. Yeah, Roberto's awesome. He's my boy. Okay, and Guar goes off to Brandon. You are totally the Ninja Warrior guarding everything, dude. You are the Ninja Warrior. Yeah, I spent a lot of time over the weekend just, reading a bunch of comics. I think I read about 30 comics over the course of the weekend. Everybody's like, well, what were you doing, Onrie? Playing video games? No, I was not playing video games. I was sitting at home, and I was reading a bunch of comics. And I was reading everything that I picked up from shops, as well as back issues, all kinds of stuff. And, there was a point in my career very early on when reading other stuff didn't motivate me very much. It would always make me feel like, how come this stuff is getting attention and my stuff isn't? Like, what's so great about Guar Orgasmageddon, huh? What's so great about this, Brandon, huh? Why'd you get this and not something I did, But, like, I'm just teasing. But, over the course of time, once COVID came and, threw everything out of whack, I had to rethink a lot of things. And eventually that brought me to live sales. And I realized after getting into live sales that my job is not just to get my stuff out there, it's to bring more people to comics, period. And the one thing I have to say after reading all these comics that I read over the weekend is that I realized that our industry is in a very healthy place. There were some really great comics that came out last week, and I really enjoyed them. There was some stuff that I would say was probably not for me, but that doesn't make it bad. It's just not really catered for someone like me. And that's okay too. But there's some really great stuff out there. And the one thing I really appreciate is that I have the ability to not only share my work with everybody in the world, but I can also share all these other really awesome comics with you guys. So, that's sort of like the bigger mission. Is it's not about competition within our industry, because there really is no competition. There's nothing comparable about the kind of comics I put out there as opposed to somebody else. Even Marvel and DC, they have some friendly competition, but it's not like neck and neck, like they're trying to kill each other. They're both trying to survive. We're all trying to survive in this business. And so it actually is better when we work together as opposed to against each other. Next up, just for fun and kicks and giggles and poopies, I have Battle Beast, the blind bag, closed off here for you guys. This is going to go for $20 today for Battle Beast, the blind bag. What variant is in here? Probably a cover A. I just don't want to give your hopes up here. This is like a lottery ticket. But either way, you got a blind bag here going for $20. I would honestly just keep it sealed if I were you, because it's really badass. I really love it. But who knows? You might have a really rare variant in here. And I'd be happy to open it for you on the air if you wanted. But $20 for that Battle Beast blind bag that's been sitting in my collection for too long. All right. What has Jay had a good eye on? Oh, Guar. Oh, my gosh. That's why people want Guar. Because it's got war in the title. Wow. What kind of a band name is Guar anyway? Don't answer that. All right. One last book that I had up here is Legacy of Kain Defiance. You guys remember Legacy of Kain? It was an old video game that came out on the PlayStation, and it got a bunch of sequels that came out on the PlayStation 2 and eventually the Xbox, and it completed a story. It was about a vampire named Kain who was pulled into a big conspiracy involving these deities who are trying to basically control the world and control time and all kinds of stuff. It's a very twisted story. Paul Jenkins, you guys may know him. He created the Century. He also wrote Wolverine's Origin. He wrote Soul Reaver 2, which was the second game in the series. And Kane and this other character, Raziel, they're both like tied to each other. But there's like 5 games that are very addictive because of their story, and the gameplay is also really great. But they made a comic based on these characters, and it was released by Image, and these are just variants of the book. Each one is going to go for $35 today. And today is also the 10-year, or actually the 1-year anniversary of when they released the remastered edition of these games. So if you guys are interested in checking out Legacy of Kain, you can actually download it and play it on your Switch or on your PlayStation. I highly recommend it. It's a really fun game, really great series. And they even updated the graphics too. They did all kinds of stuff. But if you want the comic that gives a little bit more detail into the story, you can pick it up here. Defiance is the last chapter in the game, so I would suggest playing all the other games first before reading this. But here you go. There's these 2 books here, and they're going to go for $35 a pop. I never really expected comics based on video games to really hold value, but I'm kind of surprised to see that they have and happy about it too. So that's pretty cool. All right. We are going to take a short break after one other set that I show off here to fill out that one space where the spawn was. Give me just 1 second here. Pull something out. Okay, here we go. I have Miles Morales Spider-Man, number 1. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. This is from the most recent ongoing that ended. I think it went up to like issue 40 or 45, something like that. But I have the first 5 issues here. I'll do them all for $15 for anybody who's interested. They'll be sitting right over here for you guys. So that's $3 a pop on those books, and you get the first full run on that new that latest run. All right. We're going to take a short commercial break now. When we come back, we're going to start digging through a collection of books that I put together for you guys. $2 on every book that is going to go up on the rack. We'll see you guys in a minute.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, That'd be really great, thanks.
You're watching Kickin It with Onrie, the live shopping show. All right. Let's keep the fun going over here. Got some cool stuff to show you guys today. Start with the big stack here. I have Ultimates #1, the very first issue of the Ultimates. Now, this series here was expertly put together by Mr. Mark Miller and Brian Hitch. It is one of the best Avengers stories ever told, I believe. And it was so good that it inspired the first Avengers film. And it modernizes all the characters and and especially Nick Fury. I mean, this is where they got the idea of, casting Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury. All of this stuff starts from this series here. It's really, really good. We have the Ultimates #1, first issue, going for just $2 right now. I can't believe it's going for such a low price, but you can own this book right now, the first issue. It's a 12-issue, or I think a 13-issue run, and it's fantastic. Really, really good. You guys are still talking about Guar here. Ultimates goes off to Lorena. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Brandon went and saw Guar at a church, or at a place that was previously a church. All right, Lorena. It's awesome. I haven't even started playing Resident Evil 9 yet, so I picked it up on Friday. I got a little tote bag because I pre-ordered it, and I had as much use for the tote bag as I do for a butthole right on my elbow. So I sold it on eBay for $25 because people were going crazy over this thing. It was selling for like up to $40, and I figured, if I could just sell it real quick, that would be great. So I sold it off for $25, and that took $25 off the price of the game for me. So that's a win right there. Yes, and Katrina can confirm this. I kept her in the loop. We were chatting about this. All right, I have Amazing Spider-Man #507. This is part of J. Michael Straczynski's run and John Romita Jr.'s run. This is going to go for $2. What is up, Mike? How you doing, dude? Mike Storm in the house. ASM 507, $2. Joker #4. We got a I don't think this is an Artgerm variant here. It kind of looks like an Artgerm style. I don't think it is Artgerm. And then we have #5 here. This does look like an Artgerm. Either way, if you want to grab these two Joker books, they're going to go for $4. This Joker series was written by James Tynion, and even though it has Punchline on the cover, she's part of the second feature in the book. So every issue of this Joker series kind of builds up to the origin of Punchline as a backup story. It's really, really good. So feel free to check it out. You can get these two issues for only $4. I have Poison Elves #9 going for $2. You guys can hear my dishwasher, not my dishwasher, my washing machine in the back. Doing laundry tonight, so I can pack. All right. What were we saying about #4?
I do not know how to pronounce this name, but that's the artist on that #4 cover.
Oh, do you guys want to try it? You guys want me to do it? Let's see. Can I pronounce it right? Ejicure. That sounds like a profanity in some foreign language, but either way, we're gonna go with it here. Hey, Ejicure to you too. Bloodshot number 13. He's like shooting a bunch of people, and he's like, Ejicure to you, mother Ejicures. This is gonna go for $2. That poor artist. He's like, don't even get me started on Ejicure. Ejicure. There we go. It's Japanese. It's like a ritual that you perform if you dishonor your shogun. You have to perform the sacred ritual of Ejicure. That's where you eat a lot of rice, and you have to eat until like you get full, and then you have to hold up your hand and say how, and then they make you go to the bathroom.
I thought that was Harry Carey.
No, Harry Carey's where you disembowel yourself and they cut off your head. Ejicure is where you eat a lot of rice.
Okay.
It's like a punishment through constipation, because when you eat a lot of rice, it just doesn't do good stuff to your gut.
Is grabbing the Harley.
Which Harley? The one on the bottom or the Joker's? Or the Harley? This Harley. This one right here. Just confirm it for me. Metal Men number 1 is going to go for $2. Roots of the Swamp Thing number 3 is going to go for $2. And number 5 is going to go for $2. 2 Swamp Things for $4. Metal Men number 1 is also a foil, by the way. Savage Dragon number 21 is $2. Okay, cool. What was the there? There what? What was Katrina referring to? What was she
their real name is We Kiat Go, and they're from Singapore.
Wait, what?
I'm guessing that artist.
They are from Singapore. Okay, the real name is We Kiat Go. Okay, that's. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. All right. We're just gonna stop right there. I have Swamp Thing number 39. So, what's with the name Ejicure? That has nothing to do with the other name. Is that like a pen name or something?
Yeah, maybe just a pseudonym.
Okay. Well, thank you, Katrina. I appreciate you letting us know. Swamp Thing number 39 is going to go for $2. All right, got it. The Pit for Marvel is going to go for $2. I have Iron Man number 138. That's going to go for $2. X-Men and the Micronauts number 1, number 2, and number 3 are going to go for $6. And the other Swamp Thing is off for Deathstroke the Terminator number 1. We got the annual here. That's going to go for just $2. $2 on this bad boy. Okay, $2 on the Deathstroke the Terminator annual. Ghost Rider Rides Again number 2. $2 on this. Captain Marvel number 46. $2 on this bad boy. Yes, that is a number 1 on the Metal Men from 1993 by Mike Carlin and Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding. And it is going to go for just $2 today. Oh! All right, sorry. I was just doing the whole foil thing. Superman 206. This is Jim Ree on Superman. Number 206, number 207. One of the books I really, really enjoyed this week was revisiting The Dark Knight Returns, the 40th anniversary edition. Jim Lee put out just the most stunning cover for that. It was a variant, but it just shows, an old Bruce Wayne suited up in his Batman armor, getting ready to go into battle. And this is from the last issue where he goes into battle with Superman, but it was fantastic. And overall, I'm just such a big Jim Lee fan. I think he just does such great work. And Brian Azzarello and him, they did a really great job on Superman. So we got 2 issues of For Tomorrow here, 206 and 207, going for just $4 right now. That is a very low price on those books. No worries, man. Free Comic Book Day, Red Room by Ed Piskor. This is going to go for $2. Berserker number 10 is $2. Dread Rules number 2. That's going to go for $2. Captain America Annual number 9. Number 10, you got Mike Mignola on the cover. You grab both these. It's going to go for $4. Storm number 2. Got another foil cover going for $2. Kaboom number 3 is $2. Superman number 74. This is part of the Death of the Superman run. And then I have 4 Adventures of Superman 497 and Action Comics 684. All 3 of these books make up half of the Death of the Superman run. You can own them all right now for just $6. Incredible Hulk 366. I think this is a Walt Simonson cover, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to go for $2. What's that? Looks like Simonson, yeah. X-Men versus the Fantastic Four, number 1, number 2, and number 3. I will do all 3 of these for just $6. 3 of these Fantastic Four versus X-Men for just $6. All you're missing is issue 4, but I got the rest of the run right here for you. Give you guys a second here. Saga of the Swamp Thing, number 15. This is for the lower row here. That's going to go for $3. And let's grab some more books here. Rorschach. This is a 12-issue series by Tom King and Jorge Fornes. Really, really deep series here. I never finished reading it fully, but I did read the first 6 issues, and it was really good stuff. It dives a lot into different eras of comic book history. I highly recommend checking this out, especially for this price right now, because I paid cover price, which was $5 for each of these books. You're going to get a lot of the run right now, pretty much half your run at $2 a pop. So we got issue 2 here, issue 3, 5, 8, 9, 11, and the final chapter 12. These are all A covers, and they're going to go for just $2 a pop. So that's 2, 4, 6, $12 on all of these. $12 on all of these Rorschachs. Next up, I have Blade from the current ongoing, or sorry, 2 ongoings ago. Blade number 5. This all leads up to Blood Hunt. So we have Blade number 5, number 8, and number 9. These 3 books here are going to go for just $6 for Blade. $6 on the Blade books. And then I have Ironheart, Bad Chemistry, number 1. It's going to go for $2. Batman number 111. We got a really cool variant here. 113, another cool variant. And number 14, you got Ghostmaker on the cover. These 3 books are going to go for $6. $6 on these. Batman Catwoman, number 4. And number 6, you got a Jim Lee variant. And number 7, another really cool Jim Lee variant. You do all 3 for $6. Berto, I got you on the Ironheart. Yeah, I was talking with Roberto earlier about Iron Man. It's one of my favorite books that came out last week was Iron Man. Iron Man number 2 dropped. The current ongoing for Iron Man features some really great artwork and a story that's really got me kind of hooked now. I really enjoyed the first issue, and I'm enjoying this one more. I actually think I like this one more than when he had the big sword. I kind of like that they did away with the sword and returned him to his roots. I kind of wanted to see more of that, but I really like the artwork and I like the direction of the book. I think it's been really great so far in 2 issues, and that says a lot. So I was a big fan of that. And I was also a big fan of the latest Detective Comics. If you guys haven't been reading Detective Comics by Tom Taylor and Mike Jennon, it has been really just superior work. They did such a great run. They've been working on Detective Comics since the All In initiative started back in late 2024. And they've just been putting out one banger after another. Honestly, everybody is going crazy over Absolute Batman and Absolute stuff, but regular DC primetime stuff, that is really good stuff too. You should be reading that right now. I'm really, really digging it. Honestly, and I feel like this about Marvel too. Marvel is really doing a lot better on their core books. Like Iron Man is totally crushing everything else that's coming out there right now. So is Captain America. Captain America is a sleeper hit. If you're not reading Captain America by Chip Zdarsky, you're missing out. It's such a good run. Doom Patrol number 1, really cool cover. This is going to go for $2. Sorry, Katrina, that's the lady friend. She's texting me to ask me how my show is going. I can tell you like her already, so that's good. All right. Sorry about the high pitched tone there. I don't know how to silence that because it's not coming through my phone. It's actually coming through the thing here. Let me see if I can. You adore her. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can turn this off. Okay, actually, I think I can. There. Hide messages, quit settings. Why do they got to make everything so complicated? And why do I have to do this right now? I'll do it later. I'm sorry about your eardrums. All right, so Doom Patrol number 1, 4/5 new, all different. Doom Patrol number 1, $2. And who worked on this? John Arcudi and Tan Ing What? The Tick. We got a free comic book day Tick book here. This can go for $2. Batman variants off to Lorena. Nice pick up there. It goes at 6. Daredevil number 8. Charles Soule's Daredevil. This can go for $2. Something that's really cool. I just finished season 1 of Daredevil again. I watched it with the boys, and we started season 2 tonight. I really like season 1 of Daredevil, and particularly the final battle in that season between Daredevil and the Kingpin. If you guys pay attention to it, the first time I watched it, I was like, this is really lame the things that they were saying to each other. But if you pay attention, going back and watching it, the conversation that Daredevil and Kingpin are having with each other, they're both saying the same thing to each other. They're both expressing their love for Hell's Kitchen in different ways. It's almost like two parents fighting over their child. And the dialogue may come off as cheesy at first, but that's because it's like very superhero-y. But if you pay attention to the actual conversation between those two characters in that specific moment, it's actually a very, they're both professing their love for the city and, treating it like they both see themselves the same way. And it's actually interesting because leading up to that battle, Wilson Fisk gets arrested by the cops, and he's being carted off, and he tells a story of heroism, and says that I always saw myself as the hero, but I guess I'm not the hero. I'm the disease. Like he realizes what he is. It doesn't change his feelings, but he realizes, he kind of comes to terms with who he is in the story, in his own way. Earth 2 number 20 is going to go for $2. What's the furthest place from here? Number 7 is going to go for $2. I heard that's a really popular series. Scorched number 7 and number 28. That's going to go for $4 for Scorched. Fantastic Four 245. Great issue of Fantastic Four. John Byrne. This is really good stuff. It's going to go for only $2 right now. And then I have Green Lantern Rebirth. Pretty much the entire run here, just missing issue 1. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I really wanted to keep these for myself because all I need is issue 1, and then I have the entire thing. But I'll do it all right now for $10. I can come across it again. I'd rather you guys have it. But this is a really great series right here that shows how Hal Jordan is brought back into the role of the Green Lantern. At that point, he starts out as the Spectre because he died at one point and became the Spectre, and now he comes back as Hal Jordan. It's a really great run. Yeah, he did. Oh, seriously, it really is. It is great. But I think by the time they got to the end, and here was something else. I really didn't like the first time when I watched it. I really didn't like how they killed off Ben Urich. I was like, Ben Urich is kind of like Daredevil's inside guy, but Daredevil's a lawyer. He doesn't need an inside guy. He is the inside guy. So that's kind of Ben Urich kind of played like a very dated role, and them killing him, I think, actually served the story more in the long run. And I didn't like it the first time, and Alan didn't like it either. He didn't like that they killed off Ben Urich, and especially the way they cast Ben Urich and the backstory they gave him. It's like, man, he was just such a great character, and especially when you look at Ben Urich's role in Born Again, he had such a big role to play. You kind of wanted to see them do more with the character, but given how things changed in the news world and reporting and newspapers and everything, it kind of made sense for them to go the route they did and to set him up and then kill him off. That was a surprise. You didn't see that coming. You could not have seen that coming. So I like that they went that route. And season 2 was great too. It starts off really strong with the Punisher. All right, are we ready to play yes or no? Jay, are we ready?
All right, everyone, place your actual non-financial fake bets. Does he have it? Yes or no?
Yes, and we're specifically targeting Zach Nope, who is the one person. Actually, we have another person here who buys Flash comics, but they're not here that often, and they're not nearly as committed as Zach Nope is. Zach Nope is our Flash guy, and I have not one Flash comic here, but 2 Flash comics. I have Flash number 6 here, and Flash number 1 annual, which is a prelude to the Flash War. Does he have it? Yes or no? Lorraine is already out the door saying nope. The Fabulous Las Vegas, #1. That's going to go for $2. Nope and yes. All right. From the current Justice League Unlimited series, I have issues 5 and 10, written by Mark Waid and illustrated by Dan Mora. This has actually been really good, a lot of fun. It ties a lot into the DCKO stuff, which has also been great too. DC's really knocking it out of the park right now with everything, including crossovers. What's really cool about this is they do this run called We Are Yesterday, where they dive into different multiverses of these heroes, and then they kind of bring different characters in there. It's really good stuff. Speaking of which, Jay, I did track down all of those World's Finest books. So I got issues 45, 46, 47, and 48. Really dug issue 48. What a cliffhanger there. I'm really looking forward to 49. And for those of you guys who are not reading the current World's Finest, it's got some really cool artwork in there. Dan Mora does the cover, but his style is sort of lives on through the artist that's doing the interiors for the book. The run that they did before was, and just to kind of give you guys an idea, it's a continuity light book. So it's kind of like they're mostly playing with like a silver gold age not even a golden age, more like silver bronze age Batman and Superman team up. So they're much more lighthearted and they go on crazier adventures. So if you're reading the current Batman or the current Superman and you're like, what the heck's going on here? I don't follow. It's not taking place in the same timeline. So they did an amalgamation run where Lex Luthor and Joker merged bodies thanks to some technology from Hawkman. And then Batman and Superman, they had to merge and they needed Hal Jordan to merge them. And so they went after, Joker and Lex Luthor. And that was just fun. It felt like you were stepping into the animated series, like that. If you go in with that attitude, but with like a different style and a style that suits the modern line of DC Comics, not the Absolute stuff. The Absolute is its own thing. It's the modern line. And that's really heavily pushed by Dan Mora, Jorge Jimenez, and Mike Jannon, and some of the other artists that they bring on to do this stuff too. And they're just really killing it both story-wise and everything. And Mark Waid is just an excellent writer. But this current issue takes place in a different universe with Ultraman, who's a different version of Superman, and Owlman, who's a different version of Batman, and they're just sort of like reverse in every way. Not bizarro reverse, but reverse in like the bad way. And it sets up a cool little mystery, and it ends on a really good cliffhanger, and it's going to make you want issue 49. Like, it was good. And Superman was good this week, too. The latest issue of Superman. Superman's been great. Never been a big Superman fan, but man, I have 6, need the annual. Oh my gosh! Yes and no! Katrina got it. Holy crap. What's up, Steve? How you doing?
I'm glad you enjoyed it, though, man.
I did, yeah. Well, I mean, once you pitched it to me, I was like, yeah. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, that's what comics is all about for me, is picking up new stuff and enjoying it. But, like, there's, like, a really great moment with Owlman when you find out his origin story, and I guess I can give it away, right? What they did with the whole Alley murder.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I don't think that's going to ruin. That's not going to pull anyone out of the story, I don't think. So, Owlman is the other version of Batman, right? So he's this other universe's version of Batman, and he's a complete butthole, like total butthole. And he's such a butthole that he actually arranges for his parents to get killed by Joe Chill, and then splits his inheritance money with Joe Chill, and then becomes Owlman. And then in the beginning of the story, he's like chasing him and Ultraman are chasing after the Riddler, and like they just totally killed the Riddler, like in the most passive way. It's really, really good. Such awesome stuff.
You know what? If you enjoyed that, Nope just brought it up. The DC animated movie Crisis on Two Earths. Owlman is voiced by James Woods, and James Woods just crushes it as Owlman.
Oh, I bet he does. James Woods is great. He's awesome. Yeah, I could see him. I could totally see him doing it. But again, like, reading all the new stuff and then going back and reading Dark Knight Returns, #1, because they just reissued it. And, for the 40th anniversary edition, one thing that there's only one small critique I had about that, and it was with the lettering. I caught an editing error in the book. There was a balloon that had a spelling error in it. Not a big deal, but if you're going to reissue a book and you're going to go through the effort to reprint it and do everything, fix any editorial mistakes. You might as well do it. It costs nothing other than looking it over and putting it together. Like, someone had to do all that work. And my thinking is the person who was doing that was probably told specifically, do not, remark or touch any of the artwork before going off the press. But honestly, it would have just created a slightly, just more of a refined experience. And whenever I go back to press with my books, I always make sure, like, if I miss something, even the smallest thing, like the crossbar eyes, whatever it is, like, even when we're reprinting Warline right now, I went in and made those little adjustments. It wasn't a lot. It was only 2 pages, but it enhances the reading experience. So I was kind of upset about that, but it was such a non-thing. It didn't pull me out of the story in any way. But going back and rereading Dark Knight Returns this time, I think I enjoyed it more on this run than I have at any other point. When there's this big gap in between, you kind of forget things. You're like, yeah, I read this before. Yeah, it's great. But going back and revisiting it again, it's like, man, this was really, really awesome. And it was just, and what really got me about it was an interview by Grant Morrison where he was mentioning that it was operatic, and it is very much operatic. It's an opera, and just rereading it, I really enjoyed it. So if you guys have a chance to pick up the Dark Knight Returns single issue remaster that they put out there, it's available as a foil facsimile, and they also have some variants over there. One was done by Frank Miller, which some people have critiqued, but I think Frank Miller is the most misunderstood artist now in comics. I used to think he has put out some of the best stuff and some of the worst stuff, and in many cases that is actually true. But also, he's still doing his same style. I just think that his voice has become so known that it just seems like, oh man, it's almost like he's ripping himself off. It's a really strange thing, but either way, you can't deny that Dark Knight Returns is just a brilliant piece of comics work. It really is just fantastic. I absolutely love it. Twitch. What is she? Oh, yeah, right. For DC to do that. Sure. All right. I'm going to keep going here. Where are we at with time? Are we at 10 o'clock yet, Jay?
We're about 3 minutes after.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, I've been talking, and it is FOMO time, but we do need to take a commercial break here. So we're going to take a short commercial break because I got to change the laundry. When we get back, I'm going to do FOMO books, and we're going to keep doing our back issue dive. So just hang tight. I'll be right back.
Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form. Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there too.
You're watching Kickin It with Onrie, the live shopping show. All right, it is FOMO time, so let's show the video.
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie's show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie!
Oh my god, like, shut up already.
All right, I have Spider-Man number 6. A surprise guest star shows up in this issue. Todd McFarlane. This is going to go for just $3 tonight. It's normally a $5 comic. What if the Punisher had killed Daredevil number 26? That's $3. Wonder Woman number 1. This is the start of Alan Heinberg and Terry and Rachel Dodson's Wonder Woman series. That's going to go for $3. Last week, a new book was released called Murder Drones. I picked it up because everybody was talking about how hot it is, and hot it was. This book is sold out very quickly on the street and is now going for $20. I picked it up to read it, but it has shot up in value. This is going to go for $20 today. I have Infernal Hulk number 1, very first printing. First appearance of the Bridger. This is going to go for $20. Batman 49. We got a Neil Adams cover. That's going to go for $3. Evil Ernie number 5 is going to go for $3. Swamp Thing number 9 is going to go for $3. Wolverine Inner Fury by D.G. Chichester and Bill Sienkiewicz is going to go for $3. And then we have Batman 3 Jokers number 3 going for $3. All right, so we got some claims here. Wonder Woman's off to Katrina. Got Murder Drones. Murder Drones was actually illustrated by a Korean artist, and Infernal Hulk goes off to Lorena. It was illustrated by a Korean artist named Jo Mi Young, and it's basically about this. It takes place in the future, and humans have been, I guess, replaced by robots or something like that. And I had a really hard time following the art and the story because it just wasn't for me. That's not to say that it's bad. Clearly, that there's a huge demand for this book. It just didn't speak to me, Onrie, and the kind of reader that I am, which is why I'm putting it out there now. But that's not to say this isn't a good book. Clearly, this is such a good book that it's sold out on the retail level so quickly that the book is now worth a lot more money. So big shout out to Mike Storm for putting me onto this. I'm glad I had a chance to pick it up and read it. But yeah, it's going to go for $20 for Murder Drones number 1. And just because I don't like it doesn't mean, and I wouldn't say I didn't like it. appreciate the production value on it. It's not like it's a bad book, and I really love seeing Korean artists doing interiors on American comics. That's really cool. But I just it just didn't speak to me in any way. And there are some people who feel that way about my work. They can, kiss my ass and shut up.
Or your elbow. They can kiss your elbow.
Yes, I kiss my elbow, where the useless butt is existing. Oh, it's a show on YouTube.
I thought it was a game. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then I probably need to watch it. That's why you said your daughter was into it. Okay, well then, you know what? That makes a lot more sense of why I probably didn't understand it, because I probably need to watch the show first. So if this doesn't sell, I might go watch the show. Really cool. Mike and I have been sharing, what we've been picking up at the local comic shops every Wednesday. And Mike, just to let you know, I already picked up a lot of stuff this week. I haven't taken my picture yet because me and Roberto are going to be hitting up a comic shop tomorrow. So I land in Seattle at noon, and Roberto and I have decided that we're going to go to a comic shop. We're just going to, plug something in and go to the nearest comic shop, check out what's there, buy whatever rack books we have, and then I'll send you my picture of what I get. And if you guys are interested in being a part of that, I can always share it with you guys as well. I like to share what I'm picking up with you guys and let you know what's cool. This is the only time, Eddie. I'm only on the air tonight because I'm actually going to do a convention this week. So for the next 4 weeks, I'm only going to be on the air on the Experience, and then I'm working on getting back on CBSN, and then I will be doing shows on my channel. Hopefully, we'll be able to kind of work everything out so that in April, when I'm not traveling at all, I'll be able to do shows on all 3 networks. Like we'll see what's going on. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I can't. There's too much logistics. Like literally next week, I have to prepare for Cleveland and Orlando on the same like day. But then once I get back from Cleveland, I get the boys for just 2 nights. So basically all of March, we got 31 days in March, and I only get to see my kids for 4 days. I was tempted to actually cancel my show on the eve of MegaCon because I have the kids, but honestly, I can prepare for the show in advance. So I'll do the show anyway, and they're usually in bed by then anyway. But they actually have the 17th off, so we actually get to spend a day together just kind of hanging out. So I'm really excited about having some time with the boys on the 17th. But after that, I'm not going to see them until April 1st. So it sucks going such a long period of time without seeing the kids. But they've been very understanding about the fact that I need to go to work, and I appreciate that. So after this month, I should have a lot more time, and we'll work everything out. So Hawkeye number 16 is going to go for $2. And then I got Flash. Does he have it? I have another Flash book here. Flash number 63. Does he have it? Yes or no? Yeah, it is rough. I am going to miss them, and not seeing them, and it is going to be for such a long stretch of time is going to be tough. But, in between these cons, it's like there's just so much stuff to do. You know what I mean? Like I don't even have time, and it sucks, and even between C2, E2 and everything, it's just like, I get back from Seattle on Monday. On Tuesday, I got to get everything ready for MegaCon and ship it out Tuesday because it needs to get there by Wednesday next week, for Mike to receive everything. And then on Wednesday or Thursday, I need to actually get everything together for Cleveland. And Fabrice is actually flying in from New York to Chicago so that very early Friday morning, we're talking like 3 a.m., we can drive to Cleveland together. So Fabrice has agreed to drive the first stretch of the trip, so I can sleep a little bit, and then we get to Cleveland, and it's back to work, And then we finish up in Cleveland. I drive home, and then I'm literally back on a plane to Orlando on Wednesday, and I have to drive from Orlando to Tampa, which is about from the airport, it's about an hour and a half. So I need to go to Mike's place to pick up all my stuff and then drive back. But after Orlando, after MegaCon is done, I have C2E2, and it'll be nice to finally be at home and not have to travel anywhere. So, but these next 2 weeks are going to be just really full of logistics. Lots of stuff needs to come together. Yeah, I hear you too, Katrina. All right, Spectacular Spider-Man 149, 150, 151, 162, 179, 180. We'll do all of these books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is gonna go for $12. Ah, he does have it. He's got it. Game Over is right on that cover, by the way. It says Game Over on the cover. X-Force number 4. Got Liefeld working on this one. This is going to go for $2. And X-Force number 4. Oh, you guys aren't Rob Liefeld fans? Superman number 1 is going to go for $2. And I got this stack here. Peacemaker Presents The Vigilante and Eagly. It's a double feature. Number 1 of 5. That's $2. Power Pack number 3 is $2. Doctor Strange number 2. Those Who Would Destroy Me. X-Men God Loves Man Kills, the extended cut. This could go for $2. This is a really great series. I would say this two-parter is sort of like what The Dark Knight Returns is for X-Men in a lot of ways. This is a really fun two-part story. Daredevil number 9. This is part of Chip Zdarsky's run. Legacy number 658 and 661. Highly recommend these. Yep, just when you think he's gonna, he nopes. DC 1 million. I have 3 copies. I have the blue variant, the magenta variant, and the orange variant. These are gonna go for $2 a pop, or I'll do all 3 for $5. Star Wars number 7 is gonna go for $2. Captain America and Volstagg number 1 is $2. We got Mark Spector Moon Knight number 40 and 43. That's gonna go for $4. I have some Neil Adams Dead Man over here. This is really cool. We have issue 6 and issue 7 here. I really love this series. Neil Adams did some incredible work here, and it's just $2 a pop on this stuff, and you can enjoy some really awesome classic Neil Adams work. Black Panther number 25 is going to go for $2. Superman Forever. We got a cool lenticular cover here. That's going to go for just $2 right now. Superman 1 off to Lorena. And Moon Knight off to Roberto. Roberto, I have more issues of this series. If you're interested, let me know. I can pull them up for you. Superman. Was that the Superman Forever? Is that what we cleaned, Lorena? This one?
It's the first one you held up with him doing the Superman pose on the cover, the DC Universe one.
Why is that hiding from me? Is that up there? It was hiding. Got it. Okay. So Roberto, you claimed those Moon Knights. I have some more Moon Knights if you're interested. I got a big stack here. We'll show them off right now. I have Moon Knight number 22, 24, 26, 27, 28, 31, 32, 33, 37, 41, 45, and 51. And I am doing all of these. I'll give you a deal since you picked it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would be 24 if we did it at 2. How about we do it at $15? Let me know if you want to throw that on 15. We can even do a trade up if you want. I know that you're bringing those Batman Predators. I can give you this big stack of Moon Knights, and we can kind of call it an even trade. If you want to add to that pile over there, just let me know. No stress or no pressure. Okay, so we're doing it. Awesome. And I'll bring them with me tomorrow. And remember to bring those Web of Spider-Mans for me and the Dark Knight, the Batman versus Predator. Roberto and I do wheeling and dealing together because, as you guys may or may not know, Roberto is a comics dealer just like me, and he is doing all kinds of cool stuff. So be sure to support him. He's got a really awesome eBay store. He's got a really great warehouse full of really awesome comics. I think that was just one of your warehouses, right? Because you got more storage space in your basement at home. So that's really cool. Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate you. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, 129 is $2. Sensational Spider-Man 41 is $2. Spider-Woman 46 is $2. I love it. Absolutely. Giant size first issue Cops number 1 is $2. Superman Real World. This is a guy who never was worthy or deserving getting the power of Superman. Real World Superman.
Well, what happens is he's a guy who kind of goes meets somebody who's on the wrong side of the tracks. They have this drunken night, and he wakes up with the symbol of Superman tattooed across his chest. And the book is kind of like him deciding the man he wants to be, since he has that on his chest now. So he doesn't really have any powers, but it's really a real world scenario.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. The S stands for hope. You guys remember that Batman? He goes, hope starts with an H, stupid.
Oh, man.
You remember that?
Superhero Cafe, right?
Yes. Yeah. The guy who does the Dark Knight impressions where like Superman showed up. That was hilarious. Yeah, Superman Real World's $2 on this. Yeah. At least they didn't draw a penis on his cheek or anything like that. That would have been bad. Pete Holmes, yeah, that was the name of the guy, right? Who had the Superman sign tattooed on him. Dragon Slayer number 2 is $2. X-Men number 30 is $2. We got some brand new day Spidey, issue 555 and 557 going for $4 total. Doom 2099, we got number 10 and 14 and 15. That's going to go for $6. Master Kung Fu number 30 is $2. Ghost Rider number 3. Number 4. This is from Daniel Way's run. Some what Spidey? Brand New Day Spidey. 3, 4, 5 of Daniel Way's run on Ghost Rider. Get all 3 for $6. Mad Dog number 1. It's $2. Avengers Celestial Quest number 2 of 8 and 3 of 8. $4 on that. Charlie's Angels versus the Bionic Woman number 1 is $2. Adam Rebirth number 1 is $2. Spectacular Spider-Man 137, 156, 166, 167, 175, 197, and 198. This is going to go for 2, 4, 6, 7, $14. No, we don't do that here. Yeah, I don't use that kind of language on here. We might say brand new bay, as in this is my bay, baby, bay. But we're not gonna use the G word on here. The only G word we use here is great. Hey, bang!
That is correct. We can talk about evil Germans. We can talk about other things, but that's where we draw.
Germans, that's another G word.
Yeah, see, we talk about that's the G word we talk about.
Gulag's another G word.
Goulash.
Gestapo.
Exactly. Grammar.
Goodness gracious. Moon Knight 35 is going to go for $2. That's the final issue that was kicked off from Doug Mensch and Bill Sienkiewicz's run. All right. Is anybody interested in anything else I have up on the board? Because if not, I'm going to take all this stuff down and we're going to start diving into the second box that I have here. So if you guys are interested in claiming anything else, just let me know. For you. But no, we're not going to be dissing anyone that way. I might make fun of someone's name, because it's not like anyone's ever made fun of my name before. My name is impenetrable. No one can make fun of the name Onrie.
Okay.
Yep. No, there's no humor in my name. No way to screw it up. So it's okay for me to make fun of other people's names because my name cannot be made fun of at all.
I'm sure he's never been called Henry or Onrie or Onrie or
yep. It's all happened before, but you see, those people are what did we call it before? Shitarded. They're shitarded. Did I step back into the mud there, Jay?
That was a nice callback, but yeah, you did. Nice callback to the beginning of the episode.
It was like mud. I thought it was mud, but it was really like mud and like dog diarrhea. Just kind of like stepped right in it with like a boot, and it's like, oh man.
You remember Biff and Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. You ran head first into that crate of manure.
Yep. Step right into that. Step right into it.
And Katrina, he needs an excavator at this point.
Katrina wanted it to happen though. She really wants to out me for being all kinds of everything. So she can edit me and correct me. All right. I'm gonna find this issue 1.
No, I'm not.
No, but what comments did we miss?
Roberto, give me a second. I'm going to go check on YouTube. YouTube has been weird about blocking comments. Give me just a second.
Did Roberto contribute to the hateism?
Okay. Yep. It is blocking almost every hold on just a second. I got to go back a little bit.
Did Roberto make some hateism comments?
No, he was making claims.
He was making claims?
Yes. YouTube blocked him for some reason. Let's see. Can you show the 2 dead mans again?
Okay.
Mike Storm wanted Ghost Rider number 2 on the rack.
I got Ghost Rider 2 for Mike.
Okay.
The dead mans. Hold on.
And then he said he'll take the 2 dead mans.
So I'll take the 2 dead mans? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Roberto, I'm sorry about that. Folks, just in case, if you don't see me pop up your comment or Onrie doesn't see it and call it for you, let me know so I can go check YouTube. YouTube has just been really weird about blocking people's stuff. So sorry about that, Roberto and Mike, because I didn't see Mike until I got over there either.
We got you. Okay, Black Panther Unconquered #1 is going to go for $2. I got Batman Legends of the Dark Knight #1 Collector Special going for $2. Gambit #2 is $2. Dawn of the DC Night Terrors. We got Deadman on the cover again, $2. Yes or no? We're playing it again. We got Flash #752. Does he have it? Yes or no?
Dang it. Hold on just a second, Onrie. Hold on.
What's
Because
up?
now that I'm scrolling back up in the chat on YouTube, it looks like Nope actually called the dead man first.
Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Holy crap!
Oh my goodness. I hate this is getting ridiculous with
Roberto, if anything, is more understanding than other people. You know, like he's a racist, so it's like that's really good. You know.
Yeah, I didn't
think a whole new term today, racism. You guys.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna have to scroll all the way up through the chat and see all these comments that are getting blocked. I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah, no, Roberto is awesome. No, it's all good. You got it. And you know what else you shouldn't forego is whether or not you have this Flash 752. Ah!
And Katrina, that's why this is such a great community, because not many other comic book, YouTube channels you go to would have people be like, no, you know what, this person can have it.
Everybody else is really violent about it. Legends of the Dark Knight off to Lorena. It's the small things, guys. All right. Yeah, no clay to
Nope, didn't even know what was going on.
Great, I love that.
He didn't even know what was going on. He was like, I did what now?
Let's just say I put it off to the side for you, Katrina. Enough to me credit where it's not due. All right. Cost me $7,000. Man, she was waiting all night for that. All right, Magneto #2. That's going to go for $2. This is from J.M. DeMatteis's run with Todd Knock. They did 5 issues together. J.M. DeMatteis has done a lot of different stuff in comics. He was also my editor on Marks. And he's a phenomenal writer, great teacher, awesome dude. And he did this really cool 5-issue run on Magneto. You can get issue 2 for only $2. Immortal Hulk. This is issue 750 Legacy, going for $2. It's really cool. We got some Grant Morrison Batman, 678 and 679, going for just $4. Multiversity Teen Justice 2 is $2. And then we have Night Stalkers #1 going for $2. And Jay, we're going to take one more commercial break here, and then we'll come back and finish off the show. And I will see you guys in just a minute.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you.
overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra. Yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like,
no regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other and with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's going to be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
You're watching Kickin It with Onrie, the live shopping show. All right, we are back for the final, 20 minutes of our show? Is it 20 minutes? Lorena, I got you on the Immortal Hulk. We got the Night Stalkers #1 sealed in the poly bag. And let's not forget our FOMO books tonight. They deserve a shout out for the final stretch of our show here. Give you guys another chance at these before I put them on the bottom rack here. I have Batman 3 Jokers, #3 of 3. We got the, comedian cover here. That's going to go for $3. Wolverine Inner Fury by D.G. Chichester and Bill Sienkiewicz. That's going to go for $3. Batman 49, we got a Neil Adams cover, $3. Murder Drones #1 is $20. Evil Ernie issue 5 is $3. Saga the Swamp Thing 9 is $3. Spider-Man #6 is $3. What If the Punisher Had Killed Daredevil #26 is $3. All right, now let's get back to it here. I have Amazing Spider-Man 516 and 522 here. We're going to do both books right now for just $4. I have Night Terrors Angel Breaker #2 going for $2. Night Terrors Superman #2 is $2. I have Gold Goblin #1 going for $2. I have Venom #7. We got a Legacy #207 here, and Legacy #216 here, the Planet of the Apes variant, and Stormbreaker's Martin Piccolo variant here. He sees Venom's wrestling with a rat. Get all 3 books, it's $6. Avengers 141, 211, 212, 215. Ooh, Molecule Man shows up in this. 216, 217, 219, 220, 229, 231. Lots of Avengers here. Big stack of Avengers books, ranging from mid 100s to mid 200s here. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 issues of Avengers. I'll do it all for $15. $15. It's $1.50 per book. You get all these Avengers at $15. 10 issues of Avengers for $15. Insurgent Iron Man number 10. This is the end of the previous run. This is going to go for $2 for issue 10. That's the final issue. Dr. Aphra Chaos Agent number 2 is $2. Silver Surfer Ghostlight number 5 is $2. I got 1602 The Fantastic Four here. We have issues 1, 2, 4, and 5. So you're just missing issue 3, and otherwise you got a full run there. It's going to go for 8. With Nick Spencer's Spider-Man, I have issue 7, which is Legacy 808, going for 2. All right. Stack anew. X-Men versus Dracula number 1 is going to go for $2. I have Hawkeye number 1. We got a lenticular variant of the first issue of Hawkeye going for $2. This is from Matt Fraction and David Aja's run. It was celebrated and adapted. Hardware number 1 is going to go for $2. It comes with a cool trading card from Milestone. It's going to go for $2. Heroes Reborn. I have issue 2, 3, and 4 here going for just $6. $6 on these for Heroes Reborn. That's a tie-in to the Squadron Supreme in the Marvel Universe characters. Captain Marvel number 2 is $2. Uncanny X-Men number 2. First appearance of the Outliers, $2. Hack Slash Hot Shorts, gonna go for just $2. Superman the Wedding Album number 1 is $2. Amazing Spider-Man the Chameleon Conspiracy. It's a giant-sized story here, and it's gonna go for $2. I have ASM number 82. This is Legacy number 883 and 884 right here. You get both books. It's gonna go for $4. So Joe Kelly, the guy who is currently writing Spider-Man, says that he's got very big plans for Amazing Spider-Man number 1000, which honestly, I've seen them kind of hinting what they were going to do, but they were homaging that old Bill Steranko cover of Hulk or Jim Steranko, Jim Steranko, not Bill Steranko, and not Jim Steranko. It's Jim Steranko, really awesome guy, by the way. He did a really cool cover of Hulk where, the title was Crushing Hulk, and you see Hulk like lifting up. They're doing that with Amazing Spider-Man 1000, and it's like, this is the 1000th issue of Amazing Spider-Man. That had better be a variant and not the main cover. But Kelly, who's writing the current ongoing, says that there's going to be a major change for Spider-Man, or like something major is about to happen. And at this point, I have to wonder, what is it? And am I going to be disappointed by it? What do you guys think about this? Do you have any thoughts or ideas? Anybody who's reading the current ongoing Spider-Man? Jay, do you have anything you want to chime in with?
Not reading it, so I don't have any thoughts on it.
There you go. Defenders of Dynatron City number 1 is going to go for $2. Yeah, this is what you do. You read books that I don't so that you can recommend it to me and I can read them. But you won't read the books that I don't recommend to you anyway because I don't recommend that book. I see. It's a real,
Yeah, no, I totally get you. But you do have me interested in reading the new Iron Man.
Iron Man is really good. Like, honestly, you can't go wrong with it. And the cover kind of like undersells it. Who's Weird Dopes? Is that Edward?
Yeah, that's gonna be Ed. He's probably working on something, and that's him and Nope's channel, by the way, folks.
He was producing some of his homemade tapioca. I totally get it. He was busy. No commentary. And I was not in the ballet pose, by the way.
I got nothing for that. But, folks, real fast.
Yeah.
Make sure if you haven't yet, go check out Nope and Ed over there on Weird Opes. And they usually are with me on Saturday nights for my hangout on my channel. So
that's awesome. Yeah, be sure to do that, guys. Because if you don't, I'm just going to have to raise my prices.
Hey-o.
Hey. All right. Got Invincible Iron Man, number 1, number 2, and number 4 from Matt Fraction and Salvador LaRocca's run. Get these 3 issues for just $6. Secret Defenders, number 12, 13, and 14. Get them all for just $6. Hunt, number 10, is $2. Daredevil 242 and 243 are going to go for just $4. How can you pass up these Daredevils? F5 number 1 is going to go for $2. I have Avengers Mech Strike number 1. That's going to go for $2. Johnny Quest number 25 is $2. World of Krypton number 3 is $2. Silver Surf Ray number 39, $2. I have Legends of the Dark Knight number 6 going for $2. Green Lantern 46 and 54. That's going to go for $4. Tangled Web, the 1000 number 1 is going to go for $2. And then I have the Star Trek Annual number 1 going for $2. Wow, you have like multiple personalities, Ed. I love it. Welcome back, brother. Ultimate Spider-Man number 7 from the series that most recently ended. We're going to do this for $2. Star Wars number 30. We got the Captain Panaka variant cover. And then we have the A cover, each going for $2. Blood Tree number 1 is going to go for $2. Unstoppable Wasp number 1 is $2. Then we got some Thor books here. Thor 27, 28. This is such an epic cover. Thor fighting Venom. And it looks like Nick Klein did that cover. He is such a good artist. I love Nick Klein. He's drawing Infernal Hulk right now. 32 and 34. And I am going to do all of this today for $8. Yes, Katrina is lovable. Especially when she mistakes me for using the dreaded G word in an offensive term. Not that it's a dreaded G word, but it's some offensive term.
No, Ed was saying he has multiple personalities and they're all elbows. And I said, they're elbows, but they're lovable.
Lovable elbows.
Yes.
They're called Lobos.
Lobos.
All over it tonight, guys. All over it. All right. So here's what I'm going to do right now. I filled 2 racks. And I'm probably not going to showcase this stuff for a while. I'm going to just kind of put it back into the abyss. So next week when I do my show, I'm just going to cycle it out. So if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, this is your chance to claim it. I'm going to go over the bottom row again. I'm going to put our FOMO books back up on the lower row. And then we're going to do wheel spins, and then that's going to be the end of our show. I got to fold the laundry, and then I got to get my ass to bed.
I mean, many of y'all, you should have seen the thumbnail. Bentley said to buy his comics, Hoomans.
Yeah.
What is this? Is it because we falsely advertised Bentley? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Bentley had to go tonight, so I dropped Bentley off. So my friend bought a new dog, brought home a new dog last week, and she's still, training him. And very cute puppy. He's super cute, and Bentley has met him a bunch of times, and they seem to be getting along just fine. But he basically is not completely trained yet, so my friend needed to train them. But her parents, they know Bentley well, and so they took Bentley, and they live very close to me. So Bentley went to them tonight, and I feel fine leaving them with Bentley. Like they love him very much, but it's very cool to me to be at this age, and my best, this is a friend I've had since I was 15 years old. She's one of my best friends. And she watches my dog, and, we talk about dogs all the time, and she also tutors Max. So she's heavily involved in my parenting life now. And we grew up being friends and, getting into trouble and doing all this stuff. But now we're both responsible adults, and, she's training her dog, and her parents are watching my dog. It's so funny, and it was great because Bentley came over there, and it's like he knows these people. It's like, hey, I'm staying at their house tonight. I get to be with Grandma and Grandpa, and they love him. He loves her parents, so he was just so excited when he went to the house. And Bentley is the kind of dog, he's so chill that he can get excited when he first sees you. He like gets the zoomies and he's running around and everything like that. But if you call him, he still comes back to you, and he's just the most well-behaved dog. I'm so blessed. I have such a great dog. Yes, he's not even here. No, I won't be doing any AM shows just because I don't have time. So no more AM shows for me for March, but I will be doing a ton of AM shows in April. So I'll be back on the air. I just need to get through this convention month. It's one show a week for me, and that's it. I don't have the capacity for more right now. Because in between this, I have to print books, I have to ship books, I have to produce books, I have to sell books, and I'm definitely going to be in the selling mode this month. So it's a very, very busy month, but hopefully it'll all go well. All right, so for the lower rack, I have Brian Pulido's Gypsy. This is going to go for $3. The Battle Beast blind bag is going to go for $20. Negan Lives. This is the Walking Dead book. That's going to go for $3. Black Panther #1, first issue of Ta-Nehisi Coates and Brian Stelfreeze's run. $3 on that. Phoenix Resurrection #1 is $3. Oh, yeah, I used to do that, didn't I? I might do that. It's been kind of weird for me to find a place to do it, but I might be able to actually work it out. I might be able to bring you guys into the garage with me while I'm packing books. I don't know why you'd want to watch that, but I might do that. So we got Silk #1 going for $3. Something is Killing the Children #21 is $3. Saga the Swamp Thing #15 is $3. Chitara #1 is $3. Honestly, ever since I moved out of the warehouse and I'm doing everything in the garage is either super freaking cold or super freaking hot because it's not temperature regulated. So I just kind of try and get in there and out of there as quickly as possible. And I have to go there at weird times, especially during the summer, because if it's morning and it's really hot, I can't work in there. I have to go when it's when the weather's like in the evening when it gets cooler. I have Alligator Loki #1 going for $3. Amazing Spider-Man #1 Legacy 802. That's going to go for 10. Daredevil 310 is going to go for 3. And then I have Skinbreaker #1 second printing cover A. That's going to go for 5. And America #1, the Coast to Coast Comic Con variant, is going to go for $10 on that. I appreciate you saying that, Jay. This means a lot. Batman 3 Jokers #3 is going to go for 3. Wolverine Inner Fury is going to go for 3. Batman 49, we got that Neil Adams variant going for 3. Murder Drones 1 is 20. Evil Ernie issue 5 is 3. Swamp Thing, Saga of the Swamp Thing #9 is 3. Spider-Man #6 is 3. What if Punisher had killed Daredevil 26? That's 3. All right. And then finally, I have these books here. Have a good night, Eddie. I have Miles Morales Spider-Man #1 through 5 going for just $15. $15 on this set here. Venom the Madness 1 through 3, Venom versus Juggernaut. That's going to go for $15. And finally, Legacy of Kain Defiance #1. We got 2 variants here. Each one is going to go for $35. All right, that closes out our show here. We do owe some spins on the wheel. So let's do it. Let's spin the wheel, Jay.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skidball.
All right, Lorena, you're up. Lorena gets a $2 comic. We are going to hook her up with Johnny Quest, 25. Goes off to Lorena. And then Roberta. Roberto gets a free Marvel book. He is getting Insurgent Iron Man #10. Because he's an Iron Man fan like me. All right. He's a bigger Iron Man fan than me. All right, guys. This is it for me. I'm heading out. I appreciate you all being here tonight. We had a great show, great time together. I will be sending out invoices right now. You have all week to pay them up. As soon as I get back from Seattle, I will ship out your stuff, and that especially includes those of you who pre-ordered the Hunter Destroyer 3 variant cover. So I will see you guys next week on Tuesday at this time. Until then, have a great evening.